Back at the CME with my ag guru, Gary Samlin of Futures International. Gary, we had that huge report yesterday, the World Agricultural Supply and Demand Expectation Report.
We did.
Tell us a little bit about that and why we are geared up for June 30th.
Well, the June 30th one's the big one. It's and that'll be the juggernaut of all of the year, as that'll tell us how many acres we actually ended up planting. The one that we had yesterday shows us a little bit about what the balance sheet looks like right here and now. The soybean balance sheet is extremely tight, and it's tight for the next 12 to 18 months. Corn, depending on how the weather goes for the balance of this year, it's one of those things where the balance sheet seems to be loosening up quite a bit, and the supply seems to be getting a little bit more burdensome.
Well, a couple of traders that I've spoken to think that the government's almost overshooting it. That I'm hoping that expectations come in a little bit, especially for the agricultural fertilizer stocks that we're looking at.
Very true, and what we're seeing right now in the corn future side of things is that the nearby contract, the July contract, is trading at an extreme premium to the back end side of things, and that's showing that the government potentially is telling us something that's not really all that accurate.
Right, so what we need is now in terms of weather, because it has, it's been a little bit of drought conditions in the Midwest.
It has.
Which again, as we need, just to remind everyone, for the ag and fertilizer stocks, the more that the weather doesn't cooperate in terms for the farmers, not good for the farmers, but could be good for the ag stocks, because that's where the demand for the fertilizer comes in, which I'd love to see happen in Q3 and Q4. So it's kind of that double-edged sword there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the weather has not been ideal, and hasn't been ideal for the entire first 6 months of the year. It's been a very bizarre year. It was good in the sense that they were able to plant it quickly. That was about the only benefit to it has. But as of right now, yes, it's extremely dry. We need rain quick, and if not, then the adversity kicks in quickly.
Right, and to wrap it up for Q3 and Q4, what are the key months there? July and August? Is that when we'll have a better look in terms of the harvest?
Yeah, June and July are critical for corn. July and August are critical for beans, and by that time, by September, you'll have a good assessment of what things look like.
Okay, great. Thanks, Gary.